Hello, everyone, and welcome to our next interview that we have for AQAA and QA Atlanta. And I'm here with Costa. Costa is the reason that we're doing all of this and for the conference coming to fruition here for QA Atlanta. So, Costa, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And now you're the president of AQAA currently, and you also have a day job. So you have your day job and you've taken on this role as president of AQAA. So obviously, there's some changes this year to what normally would be your live event. Can you talk a little bit about how you, as now the president of AQAA, pivoted QA Atlanta and your thought behind the architecture and structure of this really amazing event you're pulling together here?
Sure. Thanks. Thanks, Jennifer. Yeah. So, we kind of saw this coming. We have our annual conference every September, October. And so as we started our planning, like we normally do in the spring, with COVID around, of course, we went ahead. I made the call to go ahead and start planning it as a virtual conference, even back in February. So, and it's a good thing we did. And I think there's definitely some huge advantages to, of course, we miss the camaraderie and the in-person, exchanges, but on the pro side, we are able to get a much wider audience, both on the attendee side and on the speaker side. We've got, as you've seen, just a really fortunate to have a powerhouse lineup this year of speakers from all over the world, and just super, super excited about that.
I tell you, you were able to garner a lot of folks that it's exciting. It's rare to see them all in one place. And congratulations to you and AQAA for getting all of these fabulous speakers in
Thank
one
you.
place. So huge benefit to the participants here that are coming to this and get to participate. So can you talk a little bit about the structure of the event? Because I know you were very thoughtful on the tracks and how you set that up and the types of things that will be highlighted and showcased at this event for the folks that haven't yet signed up. Maybe give them a little preview of what they can expect and why you set it up the way you did.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. So the theme, as everyone knows, is the future of testing, and the vision I had behind this was, we hear so many buzzwords around AI and machine learning, and there are a lot of tools out there that throw those words around, but what do those really mean? In terms of, if I'm a tester, does that mean I can start using that today? And then what's the practical application, and what are some of the benefits? What are some of the risks, right? What are some of the things that I'm not being told? So I wanted to kind of demystify some of that with some of this content, with some of the sessions that we're going to be having. There's really, and it's not all about just AI and machine learning, right? We do have the conference is heavy with those topics, of course, but we do have, as you might have already seen, Leslie's doing an awesome talk on specification by example, combining, and the overlay of what that's going to look like at the intersection of data science, right, and BDD. So that's going to be really fascinating. So you can expect to see things like that, as well as some of the more obvious, how is AI going to revamp test automation, for example? Where are we at today with automation? Is it going to replace? What is that going to look like 10 to 20 years from now? So some of that is on the speculative track. Of course, no one can, of course, predict the future, but we can speculate on what that looks like based on patterns and things that we're seeing today. And we're just at a really exciting time right now for IT and for testing. With these kind of things, and just lots and lots of interesting twists and ideas on how AI can help us, not just in testing, but again, the focus is on testing this year. There will also be some practical application of, how can I apply, Phil is giving a great talk on 7 mistakes of automation, right? So there'll be some other talks just around general learning and things that you can kind of take away and start using right away.
Well, and I got two really fun things when I was reviewing the program and having now talked to some of the speakers in the lineup, as well as some that are surprise guests because you don't know who they will be yet. Can you talk a little bit about the lightning talks and how the participants can get involved and
Yes.
really showcase what they're doing and some interesting ideas as participants? I think that's a cool session, and I know there's an Ask Me Anything session, so maybe could we touch on some of those?
Yeah, thanks for asking. That's a great point. So really excited to be doing the lightning talks this year. I've seen them, you may have seen them at other conferences as well. So attendees, we want to get attendees to step up, and they're just 5-minute talks, and it could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be testing. They do tend to, a lot of the topics do end up being around something around testing, but something that you're knowledgeable on. Maybe you're afraid to give, maybe you've never given done public speaking. Well, this is your time, right? So this is your time to shine and get up there. There's no judgment, right? It's just 5 minutes. So just, you're passionate about something, share it with us. And, we would love to hear you, share your ideas. So we have 6 slots. Again, they're 5 minutes each, and the lightning talks are happening on Friday, September 25th. So if you're interested in that, just drop us a line at info@QAATL.com. We do also have, as you mentioned, Ask Me Anything. So we have a very interesting track, something that you don't see every day at a conference, which is just pure Q&A for the entire session. And of course, everybody knows and loves Michael Bolton, respected, world thought leader in testing, published, and so it's certainly, we're very fortunate to have Michael join us this year. And I thought this would be a really fun session. So basically, you have 1 hour with Michael to ask him anything. We would love to get people to drop their questions in advance, and they can do that via the QA ATL website.
Yeah, I would encourage you guys to do that. It's a fun time with Michael. He's looking forward to it, I know. He even said if you ask, but you have to ask, people may or may not know that he's a musician, and he will actually play you a song if you ask. So try that as well. That would be a fun one to get Michael live on your Ask Me Anything to play a song.
I want to see that.
Audience. So that's just a tip. Someone should do it, and make sure you ask. Yeah. Now, AQAA, for people that don't know, some fun facts, right? In case you don't know what, and now I know there was talks of a name change. I don't know if you've decided on that, but AQAA still is the name. But it's one of the oldest chapters in organizations around quality in the U.S.
Yes. Yes. So
a little bit about that and what the mission is, and I asked this question to Leslie, but I think you should talk about it. If I don't live in Atlanta or in Georgia, can I participate?
Absolutely, yes. So for those that don't know, QAI is the global organization behind QA. So AQAA is just the Atlanta chapter of QAI. So QAI is actually in 40 countries. I think I saw almost 200,000 people have touched QAI in terms of training or certification or become a member. We've been very fortunate. So, and actually, I don't know if you knew this, but QAI is celebrating their 40th anniversary. So they were founded in 1980. We were one of the first QAI chapters to be formed. AQAA was formed in 84. So we'll be celebrating our 40th anniversary here in a few years. We have grown to almost 900 members in the Atlanta community. So, pretty active community, very fortunate to be a part of that. I myself personally have been a member of AQAA for the last 20 years. I have been a board member for the last 9 years, and obviously serving as president this year. Basically, we have 3 pillars. It's pretty simple. AQAA is basically about education, learning things. We have meetings that happen once a month. And then the other one is helping people, right? Helping people with career services or resumes or, workshops. And then the last pillar is around networking and camaraderie. So, just having fun. So that's why I love and AQAA so much.
Well, it sounds amazing. So if people want to get involved, and to clarify, anyone in the country can join the chapter now. You guys, I know, offer Zoom. I know some of your members, even that are based in Atlanta or Georgia, join remotely. So you have that capability for meetings and events that take place.
Yes,
Um, so how do they do that if I want to sign up and join? And anyone can across the country here, or
yeah.
world,
So
actually.
exactly, yes, we've been very fortunate. It's one of the benefits we've enjoyed by with the pandemic is we've seen a lot more participation globally. So yeah, it's not just maybe we drop the A next year, um,
Yeah.
or maybe make it a G for global.
Exactly. That's why I kind of hinted to your name change, because
Yeah,
maybe that will be more appropriate in the future, something a little bit broader to reflect your base of folks that are members. Because I think the important thing now, right, is community and feeling a part of community, even though we all may be distanced or not together physically like we used to be at events. But maybe Costa, from your perspective, I know we've chatted about it. You and your family typically, you have a beautiful place. It looks like in Greece that you go to normally every year that you're not visiting right now. What have you guys been doing in lieu of your traditional trip to Greece to kind of bring you together as just a family or a community in your small way?
sure. Yeah, we've definitely have been enjoying a lot more quality time with our two boys, who are 17 and 12 right now. So we used to go almost every night on a family walk right after dinner. So we still do quite a few of those every week. Not quite every night, but so we have some interesting conversations and just it's just a time to get a little to stretch our legs and spend some great quality time with our children. And of course, we also sometimes have, we did a both of our boys are in scouts, so we did, of course, all of that's changed and locked down. So we did a backyard camping, camp out. One night we set up our tents and just like we were on a camp out. So, badminton and fun game, things that we can do, outdoors or in the yard. So,
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
this has been an awesome time getting to hear more about the conference, the vision behind it, what you're doing as the president of AQA. We're all grateful, Costa, that you put all this effort in. It takes a lot of effort to put these things on, and we all just really in the community appreciate you bringing us all together. And for those out there that haven't signed up yet, I wouldn't miss this one. This is not an event you want to miss coming up here. So go to the AQAA website, make sure you sign up, get your ticket to see this. Participate if you can in the lightning talks. Ask Michael some questions. There's a lot of ways to get involved in this one. It's really exciting. So I know we'll be there, and I hope to see all of you there. Costa, any parting words for the folks?
No, I just, but you said it all. Just, I hope to see everyone join us in all the fun. It's going to be a great week. Look forward to seeing you all there.
Thank you. Thanks, Costa.
Take care.